Uh, Hello, Reese. How are you?
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. First and foremost, can you tell my audience, because you're not hiding. You're
No, no,
not
no, I'm not
hiding. You're
hiding.
not hiding your name. You're not trying to, because people want to know, or is this the real, what I'm saying? Is
Yes,
this the real
this
mother
is
that's missing on the
Reese.
documents?
This is the real
Okay.
mother of the child.
Okay.
And
Now, the, the question I have to ask you is, first and foremost, do you know of an A. Goldstein?
no, I do not know any A. Goldstein.
Okay. Are you familiar with a law firm by the name of Goldstein and Wolf?
No, I'm not familiar with any law firm. I don't know any law firm, not at all.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk about these papers that
Okay.
that this A. Goldstein, this fictitious person, had released on the internet.
hmm
Do you have the papers in front of you right now?
Yeah, I have my papers. Yes, I have my papers
Okay.
that I
Okay.
received from the court.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. And where did you
Okay.
get your papers from? Where did you get your documents from?
I have my documents from my lawyer, Andrew. Well, the lawyer that was handling the case for me, Andrew L.
Uh-huh.
Siegel. Andrew L.
Uh-huh.
Siegel, yes. That was my lawyer that was handling the case for me, and that's where I have my documents from.
And what type of documents were these particular documents? Could you explain to us what
Okay.
those documents are?
All right. This particular document here is an order for placement in shelter. And how these papers came about is, me. I was on my way to prison, and my dad was going to be taking care of my child for me.
Hold up.
In the
Now,
process,
look, hold on for
okay.
a second. Before we go any further, who
hmm
was your father? Who was your father?
My father is Joseph Smith.
Okay, which is the same person that was named on the documents that leaked on the internet. I just wanted to make sure that people understand, because I know everybody and their mama has seen the paperwork.
hmm
Joseph Smith. Now, who was Makita Smith? Because she was also named on the documents as well.
Joseph Smith is my father. I'm not verifying anybody. I'm just telling you Joseph Smith is my father.
Okay. Now, what I need
I
to
don't want
get
to talk about
verification.
anybody else. Okay.
Okay. Well, all right. So Joseph Smith is your father. And that he was the
mhm.
man that was named. He was named that was named on the court documents. Okay. So we
Mhm.
got that. We got that cleared.
Yes.
Now, go ahead and explain to us exactly what those. So you're saying those documents are status placement documents?
Yes. Placement. Okay, they were trying to put my son. My son was going to live with my father. My father was going to take care of him while I was away in prison. Everybody knows that when you're letting your child live with a family member, the Department of Children and Families has to go to the house and do a house study, a home study, and run everyone's names that's living in the house. So
Right.
they ran everyone's name in the house, and they sent me this paper back. They came and removed the next day, they came and removed my son from my father's house. And we didn't know why, and when they told us why, I have the papers right here, and I'm going to give you an exact reason why they removed my son from the house, and this is on the 4th page of the 5-page shelter placement paper that I have under special conditions. Number 9, it says, no unsupervised contact between the child and Marcus Cooper shall not reside at home with the child that's placed with Joseph Smith. So we were all like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Why can't Marcus be home with my son in our house where he lives? And that's when we found out what had happened in Marcus' past.
Okay. Now, can you tell me what you were told? What did they tell you?
What I was told was that he have a charge dealing with children, a molestation charge. That's what I was told. I haven't seen any documents. From what I was told, the documents are sealed, and that's what I was told, and that's the reason that Marcus could not be in the house. And they took my son out of my father's house and took him into a shelter, and they had to go to court to get him back.
Wow. Now,
Yes.
can you confirm that the Marcus Cooper that is named on those particular documents is in fact the Pleasure P that we know, is in fact the artist that we know is Pleasure P that's out here today that's signed to Atlantic Records?
Yes, I can confirm that.
Okay.
I can't. Me as the mother, I am confirming that that is the Marcus Cooper that we are talking about. The Marcus Cooper that the allegations are about, that the papers on the internet.
Okay. Now, did Marcus Cooper, did he cause any harm to your son? Did he molest your son? Did he do anything to your son that you know of?
Marcus, I love Marcus. I just really want this to be over. That's why I'm on here, and that's why, Marcus, I don't want to cause no harm to him. I don't want to mess up anyone's career. You know, this is just going out. You know, I'm coming out because, you know, this is just a big thing, and they send the documents. I don't know who leaked it, and they saying that the documents are not true, but these documents are true. And I just want to validate that the documents are true. There's nothing fake. These are real documents, and that's my son's name that is mentioned in the paper. Marcus never harmed my child. Marcus never did anything to my child. He loves my son. The only thing is that that's how we found out about his past, because my son had to live with my father, and they had to do the background check. Because if we wouldn't have never had to do the background check, we wouldn't have never knew anything.
How did everybody feel when they found out? Like, do you know? Are you
Well,
aware of any of that?
I wasn't there because I wasn't home. I was doing everything via telephone through the program that I was in, the federal camp.
Right.
And Coleman, yes, they did everything through telephone, so I was able to hear everything. But I know I just didn't want to believe it. You know, I just felt terrible, and I felt really bad about the situation. You know what I mean? And it's really terrible that this had to happen like this. You know what I mean? But it didn't. I just felt bad.
Right. Why did you decide to come out and speak about it? Because apparently you've known about this for quite some
That's
time.
what I'm saying. That's what I want to let everybody know. It's not like we're trying to, like me. Now, I'm speaking for me and no one else, because I'm the one speaking out, because my father said that, you know, not to talk about it, but I just really want people to know that the documents are real. The documents are real. If I wanted, me or anyone else wanted to, you know, defame Pleasure or anything, we could have been talking about it and been put it out there. We knew about this since 2005. But we never talked about it because I love Pleasure, and I'm quite sure everybody else, nobody wanted, you know, people to think bad stuff about him or anything. So I just chose not to talk about it. But when I heard